Welcome to the duck pond. Okay, so today we got the Eternal Baby because the life-size Barbie is being a butt face. This is a movie review on We Bought a Zoo. This one's a bit older, but we stumbled across it, so we went ahead and we watched it. It's got Matt Damon, Scarlett Johansson, Thomas Hayden Church, Colin Ford, Maggie Elizabeth Jones, and Elle Fanning, and a few more, but I just don't want to get into naming all the people because that would just take too long. So anyway... Basically what the movie is Matt Damon and his kids, which ones are his kids? Maggie Elizabeth Jones and I believe Colin Ford. Yeah, Colin Ford. So his kids, Dylan and Rosie, their mom just died. And so he's just like moving away because the son's kind of acting out and doing stuff. So he's just trying to get them a fresh start. And upon doing so, they find this house that they absolutely love. And so they're like, yeah, we'll buy it. Well, it turns out that the house is actually a zoo. And the property that the house is on, the way that the bank is doing it, which makes zero sense, by the way, to buy the house, you have to buy the land. And when you buy the land, you have to actually take care of the animals because some of them are endangered. And that's like your promise is that you're going to take care of these animals and like keep it a zoo and stuff like that. However, if somebody doesn't buy it by the end of the month, all of the animals are going to be put down. Which made zero sense, but it's a kids movie, you know, they don't really need to spend much time on plot points. So they go ahead and they buy it because the little girl, Rosie, is like, she's like in love with the animals and like, yay, daddy, we got a zoo now. So they buy this zoo, and then you're just watching them trying to like get the zoo open and ready for like the public to be able to come because the zoo makes the most of its money in the summer months. So it's like February and they want to open by June. And so they're just trying to like do everything they've got to do to get the zoo up and running and get the animals healthy and stuff like that. And then as far as the end is weird. Like I was really confused with the end. You remember the end where the mom, they saw the mom talking to her? I was really confused. Weren't you confused?
No, because I think it was...
Well, don't say what happened because then it'll ruin the ending for everybody. No, let me tell you what I'm talking about. That didn't confuse you at all? It was confusing to me. Like, I really didn't get the end. And I also didn't like it. I thought it was lame. But anyway, so now onto the movie review itself. Now that you see, like, the plot points and everything. I didn't like this movie. I mean, I love Matt Damon to pieces, and I enjoy Scarlett Johansson. And the little girl, little Rosie, oh my goodness, she was stinking adorable. But I just didn't like this movie. It takes at least half an hour to actually get into the story. Then once they get into the story, like, there's not much of a story there, to be honest. They follow along this one thing for another 20 minutes, and then they just sort of brush it under the rug. And then what you assume Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson are gonna, like, you know, get together just because it's a kids movie. They need a new mommy, and you know, I don't know. You expect that, and then the way that things happen are just so, it's just weird and boring. And I honestly, I really didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So now we'll get the Eternal Baby's opinion. What did you think about the movie?
I think about it was like thumbs down. 2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down.
Because boring.
You thought it was boring?
Yeah, because this was going to be awesome.
She thought this was going to be awesome. I know, you see a movie with animals like We Bought a Zoo. I mean, a movie like that, like, it had so much potential. It could have been really cool, and it wasn't. And, you know, another thing is, like, they never even touched the animals. Like, none of the animals. Like, they pick up a snake, and there's, like, some peacocks that they kind of, you know, are feeding some. But other than that, like, they never even touched the animals, which I just thought, this is a kids movie called We Bought a Zoo. Why are there, and there's not even that many animals either. There's some tigers, there's one lion, there's 2 zebras, there's a few peacocks that you never even see splay their tail. And then there's a bunch of snakes, and there's like, I think 3 camels. And, oh, and there's 2 otters, but you only see the otters for like half a second. And that's it. Like, there's, oh, and a dog. There's a dog. But like, there's no meat to this movie, like, and it could have been really good. I didn't like it. And you thought it was boring? Yeah, 1 dog. There's 1 little dog. You thought it was boring?
Boring. Turn my head in. Boring.
Yeah, I really didn't care for it. Did Caitlin even watch it? Caitlin didn't even watch it, did she?
I watched all of it. I just went away.
Of this movie? No, you watched this. You watched all of this.
Uh,
It was Tomorrowland that you left. You watched all of this one.
oh, yeah.
Did Caitlin watch this one? Caitlin didn't watch this one, did she? I'm pretty sure Caitlin didn't even watch it. But anyway, yeah, I didn't care for this movie at all, and I gotta agree with her. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down. If I spent $1 at this at Redbox, I'd be... It didn't even entertain her for an hour. Did it entertain you? I mean, you were quiet the whole time, weren't you?
Well, I was entertaining a little bit, but
I think for $1.50, it would be okay. I wouldn't be upset about that simply because it kept her quiet. However, I personally didn't like it, and so I'm gonna give it a side thumb and a thumb down because I wouldn't actually. That looks like I'm giving it a negative. I wouldn't actually hate that I spent $1.50 on this. However, I would never watch this movie again. It was awful. What are you doing, Matt Damon? All right, so what do you say? Alright, she already gave it 2 thumbs down. I'm not doing the toe thing anymore. The council has spoken! Bye, kids.